Hi, my name's Nanjing, and this is day 8 of my 2-week hotel quarantine in China. What you're seeing right now is me awkwardly trying to film myself eating. So I think it's better if we just go direct to the talking part. Something I've noticed since the first day in my quarantine is that the food that the hotel is providing us is very worth recording because it's pretty similar to what Chinese people would eat on a normal day, like before we go to school or after a day of work, or just the food that you're gonna find in the canteen of your university or at your workplace. 2 reasons I want to make this video. First, I feel like in today's world, so many topics about China is controversial. Even the most day-to-day things, like eating. How can you miss on the trend? So I want to give my contribution into making some clearance or making it more chaotic. Who knows? Second of all, and the most important reason is, I've always wanted to do a mukbang. I see people recording themselves eating all the time, and I was like, I can do better. But this time, there will be more explaining than eating because I don't want the video to be super long since we all got the attention span of my little finger. So let's start with porridges, to which the love I've recently rediscovered. There are mainly 3 types of porridges. The one with the salty flavor, the one that are sweet, and plain porridges. There are 2 classic combinations for cooking salty porridges. Take a look. These are 皮蛋瘦肉粥, so they are porridge with the base is rice, of course, and we got those preserved eggs, so they're eggs but with more flavor. 瘦肉 means these little flash. Yeah, I love this. You have mushrooms in and some small meat bits. I think it's chicken. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'll start with this. Sweet porridges has much more flavors and usually involves much more ingredients. But sadly, the hotel haven't given me any sweet porridges so far. But what I meant by plain porridges, the idea is to use only rice and the water, which gives you the chance to taste the natural flavor of the rice itself. It feels almost like earth. Today we got millet porridge. They are supposed to be good for your stomach. This is one of the plain porridges that I talked about. It's not sweet, it's not salty. You just get the natural taste of the millet or the rice after being stewed for so long in a pot. I think I'm supposed to start with this because it's good for your stomach or something. It's kind of like an appetizer. No, it's kind of like a protection for your eating that's about to come. It's very soft, it's very silky, and also you get those millets that kind of taste like boba because they're not completely dissolved into the water. You can still chew it. It really do taste like boba. Moving on to lunches and dinners, which are considered formal meals of a day in China, meaning the cooking process is much more complicated and involves more meat and carbs, and we add more spices. For this lunch, I was eating 盐水鸭, salty water ducks, or just salty ducks, a special local dish of Nanjing, where I'm currently quarantining. It's a city near Shanghai with a crazy rich history. People in Nanjing love eating ducks. There's a famous joke among Chinese which says, no duck can make it out of Nanjing alive. Kind of brutal when you think about it, but it goes to show just how much Nanjingers love eating ducks. 2 days after that, I had Peking roasted duck, a kind of duck dish more well-known, and I wouldn't miss this great opportunity to make a comparison. Yo, Leute, my dinner tonight is lit. We got duck, and different from the Nanjing style salty water duck, this is Peking style roasted duck. I think if you're eating roasted duck, then you gotta give me some sauce. I'll just dip it into the spicy sauce from the chicken feet. What's so special about Nanjing's duck? If you eat Peking duck, you taste a lot of things. The sauce is also really thick and comes a lot of vegetables with it, and you got a wrap for it. But if you eat Nanjing's duck, it's you taste duck and salt, and that's it. It's very pure. The flavor of the duck meat itself is stronger than, for example, Peking duck. I feel like 50% of the time we're just eating the sauce from the Peking or the Cantonese dishes. But this, you're tasting the meat. So that's a wrap on the duck part. That's a play of words. Did you get it? Because when we're eating Peking ducks, they literally give you a thin pancake and you put the duck meat on it and you wrap it up before you eat it, right? Yeah, that's some boring joke of me when I'm editing. If you watched so far, thank you very much for watching, but there's just one more point that I want to make. You've probably noticed some other dishes in these clips that I don't have time to elaborate on, at least not this time. Well, some of them are things that you eat as well, but just cooked and processed in a different way, so you can't really tell what they are anymore. But there are things that I'm pretty sure people outside of China or outside of Asia don't eat, like these. But we got a complete fish over here. These are chives, I guess. Chinese chives. Pig's stomach. I haven't these two, I haven't eaten them in a year. I miss them. But pig's stomach is actually not something that people eat every day, but chives is pretty common. And we got spicy chicken feet right over here. The carb's gonna be super high. It's soft, but also chewy. Delicioso. My gosh. And to that, I want to say, first, it's really delicious. Second of all, let's all just practice to be more tolerant, okay? Just because you don't know a culture or there's a life that you're not living doesn't mean it's not the lifestyle of other people, okay? But if you still want to be a jerk, I could not give two shits about it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.